I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. When it comes to the rule of law, who governs this country? Who governs us? Seriously. Because once again, the European Court of Human Rights have prevented another set of deportations. This time, actual grooming criminals, gang members. On the left, we have Aziz Adil Khan, who's 51, who was referred to by his own gang members as the master. Yes, the master. So not some sort of grey area, someone just been randomly accused. He's probably just an innocent man just walking around, not doing any harm. And on the right, we have Kari Abdul Rauf, who is currently 52. Now, they've been in jail for years now because of, they targeted a number of very, very innocent children, and they again forced them to drink vodka. And again, I love the morality of certain cultures and certain mentalities who are, we are so moral, because of our book. Because, we come from places like Pakistan. We were told to be moral. Sure, then you do this. The problem here is that not only this is just triggering the whole situation we have with the European Court of Human Rights. We already have the situation with the migrants who are illegally entering the country with the Rwanda flights. We forgot that we have this to deal with. The mainstream media are not talking about any of this, really. There's no proper public debate. In Parliament, there are only a handful of MPs who bring it up every now and then. But there are people in this country who are not safe thanks to these idiots. Now, second problem, is that if the European Court of Human Rights are going to be technical about these things, then the whole thing needs to collapse because it's out of date and it's not functioning. These two, at the time, the Home Office, the government, British government, decided to attempt to essentially scrap their British citizenship. Now, do you know what they did? When the case was happening, when they were guilty, they renounced their Pakistani citizenship voluntarily. They were told by their lawyers, if you do that, if you're no longer a citizen of Pakistan, then any attempt by the British government to scrap your British citizenship and sending you to Pakistan, we know how to stop that. Because technically, you are now a citizen of nowhere. And technically, that also meant that the European Court of Human Rights prevented their citizenship, the British citizenship, from being scrapped. Who are they? Who are these European judges to tell us how we should govern our own country? Not only that, there's another issue. If you haven't considered the second problem, who's paying for them? Legal aid. You're paying for it. I'm paying for it. Why? Why do we have this situation? I thought the whole point of a safety net, especially when it comes to legal aid, was supposed to be for people who are in this country who are vulnerable, who can't afford, but they still deserve to be heard. Now that they've been heard, now they are criminals. Why are we still wasting taxpayers' money on their cases? Why are we still giving them money so that they could stop their own deportations? And again, it's happened. We have to deal with them now. They're still here. They're still British. And we're going to have to face more problems because there will be a lot of other gang members who will see this and would not be discouraged from misbehavior because they know that they can get away with it. They know they would not be sent to Pakistan. This is what happens when you open your doors, when you have no vetting process, when you have mass migration, legal and illegal. The debate is not just about illegal, it's also about legal. When you don't have a proper vetting process, the English identity is being undermined. The British identity is being completely destroyed. This country is losing its soul because of this. Just like mainland Europe. Look what's happening there. In Sweden, in Germany, in France, many places. Do not turn this country into the third world. Protect our identity. And I'm going to be keeping an eye on this story and these issues because if they're not going to talk about this, we have to talk about this on this channel. So I would love to have your support as usual. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video with everybody. I'm Tousi and we are the media.